right, we shall re-adjourn. Thank you for the break.
Past my bedtime.
So we're back to the conversation about the YMCA sidewalk. I think the motion is to deny the appeal request. Any more discussion? Okay, so if you vote in favor, you're voting to deny the appeal. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. All right, item number 19. I'm sorry, that's on consent. We are item 22, which was pulled from consent through the Green PUD subdivision final plat, section 2, revision 4, 5 lots containing 222 attached residential units. Staff?
Green.
It's cool.
Anybody?
Sorry. Mr. Chairman, we recommend approval of the plat.
Okay. Anybody in the audience want to speak to this? Did the applicant stick around at all? Looks like not, so we will entertain a motion.
Move to deny.
Second.
Moved and seconded to deny the final plat. Any discussion?
Well, wait, we need to know why.
This development does not comply with the land use ordinance, and I voted against it when it was previously
So did
before
I.
us, and I'll continue to vote against it.
I will too.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
if may I have a moment?
please.
This was, the development plan was voted down unanimously here when it came here, but it did go to BOMA, and it was entitled at BOMA. This plat is meeting the subdivision regulations that have been established by the city of Franklin, Tennessee.
Still don't
Thank you.
support it.
Okay.
Don't have to.
All right, thank you. So we have a motion to deny the plat. Any other discussion?
Well,
Ms. Peterson?
okay, the reason,
Yeah, he gave the reason.
Not the land use ordinance.
And I still support that too, no matter what BOMA says.
well, I'm the one.
No,
that
I know
voted
you are,
against
but I'm
it,
just
David.
saying. It'll make a
However,
difference.
I don't think it's a reason that for voting against this. I mean, I think I don't think it would hold.
Can we
up.
legally turn it down?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
but you
can.
have to have a
Without
reason.
reason.
You can't deny without a reason. You have to state it on the record.
In addition to the land use plan, the
Yeah.
additional traffic caused by the
That's right.
development.
Okay, any other discussion? Again, we're voting against the final plat. If you vote yes, so all in favor of voting against the final plat, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
And this is voting against it, I'll vote no.
Okay, one vote no, motion passes. All right, item 23, amendments to the development plans.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. For quite a while, we have been looking at amendments to the development plans because we have gotten a lot of requests for amendments. Sometimes we get requests for amendments the day after Plan Commission approves a development plan. And what we had in our 2008 zoning ordinance was not very clear in terms of what those triggers are, and didn't cover the items that we are now getting requests to amend. What we didn't have in the 2008 zoning ordinance was anything that talked about typical lot size, setbacks, location of parking lots. These are the things that we are now seeing developers coming in and asking to amend, to move the parking lot, to change the development, to change the typical lot sizes, and to change the setbacks in a particular section. These are the things that staff has struggled with, the design community has struggled with, and we've tried to decide where does that belong? Where should we take that? Is this a big enough change in the development plan to take it on to the Plan Commission, or should that be done at staff? Is a certain change, does it need to go all the way to BOMA? We spent a lot of time talking to the design professionals. We spent at least 2 meetings talking to the design professionals. We also took it to the Joint Conceptual Committee and talked to a lot of other people in terms of other communities, looked at what they did with their amendments, And what you have before you this evening is a compilation of what staff believes to be the best of all worlds. Basically, we are looking at going to Plan Commission and BOMA as use changes. We've changed the use. You've changed the way you use a particular piece of property. You've either changed a residential to an institutional, or you've changed an intensity of a use, you've changed the entitlements of a use, or you've changed some condition that BOMA has put on the particular plan. The next section, and the section that I think will be used a lot more frequently than going all the way to BOMA, is the Plan Commission review. That is the character of the development. That talks about the setbacks, that talks about open space, talks about buffering, talks about typical lot sizes, which is a huge one we see all the time. Does 5% of every lot the same as, 20% of 10% of the lots? And how do you figure that out? And those are the things that we anticipate you will be making decisions on in terms of amendments. And then there's this third category, which is everything that doesn't fall into those categories of substantial differences that affect the character of the project that would come to Plan Commission, or those use changes going to BOMA. And that would be staff review of the project. Staff review of the project is something that has always been a part of the review that's done. This just clarifies it. It gives us a little bit more of a handle of what we need to look at when we look at an amendment and a request for an amendment to a plan. So we are asking that you pass this, send it on to BOMA for their look, and allow us to move forward with the design community and being able to have a clearer, more succinct process to go through. Now, I will say this does eliminate completely the 10%. It eliminates any distinction between when plans were approved. It's everything from the beginning of time to 2012, or until 2015. So that we're asking that you recommend this to BOMA.
Okay, thank you. Anybody in the audience left? This one? Speak to this? All right. Is there a motion?
Move for approval. Second.
That was like a double motion, single second. All right. Discussion?
Most of this, I absolutely agree, would be a big improvements and everything. Because they're development plans, though, which also are approved by the Board of Mayor and Alderman, there are just a couple of things that I just wonder about, but I guess I can take them up whenever it comes to them. But whenever it talks about changing the character of the project, that was now, it just says Planning Commission review, and that might be something that the Board of Mayor and Alderman would want to look at, because, as I say, they do approve the development plan. If it's a concept plan or something, I don't know exactly how we change that,
Yeah. I'm not sure, but if what we talk about is either substantial changes going to the Plan Commission or changes that change the character of the project, both of them, if it's a substantial change, it will change the character of the project. That would mean all of those changes would have to go to BOMA. Anything at all that would be substantial would have to go to BOMA. That would be a very long process. And
But the development plan, though, is only one vote there.
the development plan is only one vote, but
It wouldn't change the zoning. I mean,
it would not change the
so
zoning.
it wouldn't have to go through 3 votes.
No.
But it's just something that I think we'll talk about when we get there.
Yes.
Okay, any other comments?
I like
It
much
helps, right?
of it.
Look, it's good. All right, any other comments? I see none, then let's have a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you.
All right, last item, vesting rights.
Mr. Chairman, that is, staff is asking that that be deferred.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that, and I apologize. So those who have waited around for vesting rights, I apologize. We could have gotten you out earlier. All right, then I need a motion for deferral on the rights of vest.
How long?
To the next meeting.
For 30 days. So to the next meeting.
To the next meeting.
Who did that motion? I'm sorry.
Roger, move for, you got,
Scott.
Roger.
Scott, you
still
moved?
Scott's in a deadline.
Okay, and there a second by whom?
Well,
Who seconded? Roger?
I'll second.
Okay. All right. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. All right, we have to go back to item number 7, because Scott did so great after item 7 about including conditions, but we've got to do that on that one. So I need you to rescind your motion.
Well, we need to make a motion to reconsider item number 7.
I would like to make a motion to reconsider item number 7.
Second.
Okay. All in favor of the reconsideration, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Okay, now we're talking about item 7 again.
Can
Now
I
you-
just amend my,
Now you just make a new motion.
I move to approve item number 7 for approval with staff's conditions.
Second.
Okay, moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure to serve with you this year. We're at the end of another year. Staff, thank you for all your commitment and time involved, for staying here and putting up with our shenanigans.
hey, can somebody show me how to operate that keyboard?
I'm sure they can.
I have no idea what.
I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
Move. Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. We are adjourned.